Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsung Kong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Tupten Torchi. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, from the eastern Lapis Lazuli realm, the Vaisaya Guru, Medicine Buddha. Homage to the sunlight radiance Bodhisattva, the moonlight radiance Bodhisattva. Homage to the 8 great Bodhisattvas, and homage to the 12 medicine generals. Sumo, Tanzen Katso, Duten Siddhi, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma tutors, temple and center directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do?
你好，大家好。现在，咱们愛してる。シャラメ。オラミコ。ケケロムチョ。すごい。一番。気持ちいい。Jimmy, Yapi, Bili, Konnichiwa.
I would like to announce.
下个礼拜天10月30日。
Next Sunday, October 30th at 3 p.m. there would be Siddhikarpa Bodhisattva Homa fire offering ceremony. Yesterday, we had Siddhikarpa Bodhisattva group practice. Oh, it was Guru Padmasambhava.
这个奇怪啊！对了，因为在问世当中有问到地藏王菩萨。
Oh, that was in the Q&A that we talk about Siddhikarpa.
在这个西雅图的藏寺。
At the Seattle Lechang Temple.
藏寺不是。
Siddhikarpa Homa, no. And we talk about Siddhikarpa Bodhisattva. Someone was asking about Siddhikarpa Bodhisattva with the greatest vow. So the syllable is ha. And the mudra the inner claps and then the middle fingers straighten out, but not touching each other, separated. So Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva is one of the 8 great bodhisattvas. And his vow is the greatest. That's why we refer to him as the Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva with the greatest vow. And we have talked about his appearance yesterday, how he looks. And today we perform Medicine Buddha's Homa. The key point about Medicine Buddha is that he has 12 great vows. The first vow is to illuminate everyone, other people. The second vow to by his merit, so that all sentient beings can be guided to a better realm. And the third one is to satisfy the needs of sentient beings, and so they would be content. And the fourth is so that beings live in accordance with Mahayana. Because in Buddhism there's the so-called Hinayana, Mahayana, and the Vajrayana. And Hinayana is typically the Sravakahood in Theravada, and Mahayana belongs to Bodhisattvahood. During the Buddha's era, there were, upon the Buddha's parinirvana, there were different sectors. The upper court is that they execute everything according to Sakyamuni Buddha's teaching. And then the great mask, the great sectarian, and the upper sector belongs to Hinayana, and the great middle sect belongs to the Mahayana. So the fourth vow is that so to enable all sentient beings to live according to the Mahayana teaching, that equality between self and others, the vows to widely deliver sentient beings. And fifth, to enable all sentient beings to be purified. And sentient beings to uphold the precepts. and to have pure conduct. 6 is so their needs would be fulfilled. Typically, for a human being, if there is something lacking, and his vow is to wish that sentient beings have nothing lacking. Some people don't have hands or feet. Some people cannot hear, some people cannot see. So they are handicapped. But he wished that sentient beings don't have any handicaps. The 7th one is to eradicate all the illnesses of sentient beings. 84,000 Dharma to treat the 84,000 kinds of illnesses so that they have peace, joy, and attain the highest enlightenment. The 8th vow is to transform female into male. So to transform female into male. The 9th vow, so that all sentient beings are liberated from the deviant path, demonic path, evil views and thoughts, so they always have right view. 10th is to release sentient beings from tyrants, disasters, robberies. So human beings have lots of disasters. And the 11th is so that they have food and drink to their satisfaction, and also to have clothes to wear. The 11th one is to have enough to eat and drink, and the 9th is to eradicate the disasters from tyrants and thieves. These are the 12 great vows of Medicine Buddha. Let me share a joke. Just now, I make a phone call to ask a beautiful female colleague to go to a movie. But little did I know that this female co-worker did not want to go watch the movie and wanted to see my family. Wow, happiness came too suddenly. Xiaoming was ecstatic. After he hung up, he was so ecstatic, and he could still hear the statement that the woman was saying, "See your mom." He's so dumb. Xiaoming was very smart, and now he's dumb. Go see your mom. The wife said, the husband said, "You know why the food you cook is just it suits my taste so well. You must have been the maid in my house in the past life. And the wife replied, "Oh, you think too much. You must be the pig that we raise in our house." So that anything tastes good for him. Yesterday, we went shopping in the store, and there was a young lady wearing an extremely mini skirt, and then as we walked by, she was bending over, and we could see all her white legs with the underwear. And the wife said, "Come on, quick, look. And the husband said, "I will not look." And the wife said, "What a good scenery, and you don't want to see?" And the husband said, "If you're not here, this is really the best scenery. But since you're here, so it must be a trap." Now, back to the Q&A. Question from Australia, Lien Hoa Meng Lin. Wholeheartedly homage to the lineage root Guru, Living Buddha Lien Seng Amitabha. Your disciple would like to ask several questions. One, in the True Buddha Sutra, in the supplication for the blessing of Living Buddha Lien Seng, there is a verse that said, "His transcendent power, encompassing all 6 unities." What do these 6 unities refer to? Endowed with transcendent power, encompassing all 6 unities. And what are the 6 unities? That's what he's asking. The current translation is His transcendent power that encompasses the whole universe. So someone should know. What are the 6 unities? In the past, there was a lottery with the 6 matching, but of course, this is not that. Endowed with transcendent power encompassing all 6 unities. So this refers to the spatial dimension, north, south, east and west, and up and down. So zenith and nadir. That's the 6 unities. So his transcendent power can be utilized in all the spatial dimension. So in the transcendent power fills or encompasses all the spatial dimension. Second question, once Grandmaster stated that mentally ill people who were born in the 2nd or 11th lunar month cannot be helped. Therefore, Golden Mother told Grandmaster that there is no need to save them because they have this problem to suffer the retribution of their own karma, and no matter how hard you try to help, it will not work. My question is, in the Vimalakirti Sutra, there is a passage that states, if one suffers the physical retribution of illness or calamity, whether due to non-virtuous body karma from previous lives or to the afflictions of spirits, then by holding, reciting, printing, and propagating the sutra, ill omens will immediately disappear and the cause of illness will quickly be removed. So, Grandmaster, if I follow what is written in the Vimalakirti Sutra to chant, print, and give away the Vimalakirti Sutra, then dedicate the merit to the mentally ill person, will it help alleviate their karma? Please advise this stupid student. So the mentally ill people who were born in the 2nd or 11th lunar month. This is based on my own experience in helping sentient beings. Very few people stated that mentally ill people who were born in the 2nd or 11th lunar month are extremely difficult to cure. No, very few people ever mention that. But in my salvation and deliverance of sentient beings, I had this experience myself. That people who were born in the 2nd or 11th lunar month and got a mental disease, doesn't matter how hard I tried, I could not help them. And also those who have been mentally ill for over 6 years. Anyone who's been sick for over 6 years, also very difficult to save. I was very famous. I was renowned in curing mentally ill people. At that time, I was in Taichung. There was a Jinghe hospital or psychiatric ward. So that's a psychiatric ward. And the doctors, the psychiatrists there told the families of the patients that they had no other ways other than just enclosing them and use medicine or some electrocution. No other ways. And so they asked, is there any other way? They said, well, perhaps you can go find Sengyan. I didn't use medicine or electric stick. And my method is it's a folk remedy. In simple words, I just let you drink water, which I have blessed. I would give you blessings and give you water to drink. And then they recovered. Very strange. Just like that. And there were many of them who recovered.
在文章里面写了。
So that's why in my articles I wrote that the mentally ill people that I had helped would fill the whole train, and train can carry many people. So that showed that the people that I had cured were numerous. At those times, as soon as we open our front door, people were in chains, in handcuffs, and chains on their legs, because they could beat people very fierce, and they would drag to my house. One time at the Seattle Lechang Temple, there was a mentally ill person from California, a woman, a lady that looked quite beautiful. And when I give her blessing on the head, all of a sudden her eyes looked up, became very fierce, and then showed her teeth and her two legs, and struck me. And the people praying at the temple were all ran away. So when they became very very fierce, when she was quiet, she looked nice, beautiful, but when she got when she became fierce, it was like a beast, wild beast. And then Xuan Tian Sanglun came down and helped me give blessing, and then she recovered when she returned to California. We also have a disciple, I shouldn't say, probably here too. Her daughter was attached by a spirit, and so she couldn't control herself. So she would cry, just always just crying. After meals, I walked out and I saw her crying. So I tapped on her back several times by the command of the Golden Mother. And the tapping strength was quite big, and after that she quieted down and she's recovered ever since. There have been too many of the mentally ill people, especially in today's society. When I tap on them, I had the vision. From her body, something came out. A black shadow. And the shadow just ran away. So sometimes what is encountering or attaching the ghost? Like the ghost is right there, you cannot see it. So, but you walk over the ghost, and then the ghost would attach to you. That's called being attached by spirit. So either you walk into the ghost or the ghost is attached to you. So this is also called a disease due to the ghost. and gods, the spirits attaching to you. So this disciple and her daughter often come to attend our ceremonies, and she's recovered now. So sometimes it's unavoidable to be attached by ghosts and spirits. And at that time, there is a soybean place, a soy milk place, the soy milk king next to the Taichung Library, and they've been seeking help everywhere for 3 years and could not be cured, and finally came to me, and I treated them. And this person knew the principal of the school and the president of the Taiwan newspaper. So after I cured this lady, Lu Jinghua and Lu Jinghua, Lu Senghua were brothers. They often visited my house for all kinds of problems or difficult illnesses. So Taiwan newspaper, Taiwan Daily News, because I cured this lady, so the president and the son asked Grandmaster to write a column at the Taiwan Daily News. It's called the Spiritual World. So after I treated the soy milk king of soy milk, and they have immigrated to California now, and many more. It's countless of them. And Simu saw me fighting with a woman. There was a woman that came that's clawing at me, and this is the mudra of the 5 thunders. And I blew a breath on it, and then with the what is that called? The stepping of the leg. Then the woman just fell on the ground, and then when they woke up again, she's okay. And there was not enough chairs, and then she came and sat on my chair together with me, very tightly together. And that woman was very beautiful. The only time when Simu was not jealous, because this other woman was a crazy woman. It's a rare opportunity for me. And Jesus too had saved the mentally ill people. He said to the woman, by the order of God, I would make the ghosts on your body to leave. In the name of God, I command the ghost that is residing in your body to leave. And the ghost left and attached to the pigs. And then a group of pigs jump off into the ocean and died. So there's the story in the Bible. And this woman was the one sitting next to Jesus in the Last Supper. Jesus must have been enjoying it. She was sitting right next to him. So after she was cured, she never abandoned Jesus, always following Jesus for the few years that he was preaching. So in the painting of the Last Supper, painted by Da Vinci, who painted it? Nobody knows. Da Vinci?
一个画家画的《最后的晚餐》，旁边呢，耶稣旁边那个是根据那个达文西密码里面所讲的，那个女的就是她治好的精神病患，就是跟。
So according to the Da Vinci Code movie, that the woman next to him was the one that he cured. So in the name of Golden Mother, or in the name of the Liu Jia, the generals or Liu Ting generals, and then I would tap on the back, and then the ghosts would leave the bodies. But if the ghosts don't leave them, it's animal spirits. It's very easy. Then you just give them, like, say, a goat food, and then the goat spirit would come out, and then I would do protection on the body. So mentally, from my experiences, I cannot cure mentally ill people who were born the 2nd or 11th lunar month. But other people may not have such experience. So the Vimalakirti Sutra states, if one suffers physical retributions of illness, whether due to non-virtuous body karma from previous lives or the afflictions of spirits, then so if you print the sutras, of course you would generate great merits or doing good deeds. So that's the answer to the question asked by Lian Hua Meng Ling from Australia. A little girl said, let me tell you a secret. Actually, I'm an angel. I'm living in the world now. It's just because of my body weight. The elderly under the moon, which is the Cupid god in the East, is worshipped mostly by women, because men worship the wealth deity or money god. Women pray to the love god, and men praise to the money god. Bun. Went to a bun shop and called, ordered one bun. And can you please give me some soy sauce? And then, can I have a pair of chopsticks? And then he asked again, can you please give me a chili sauce? And then, can you please give me more ginger and pickle? And the customer saw the boss's eyes were about to kill. And the boss said, "You're just ordering one bun and you need a 5-star service?"
好，我们今天讲这个维摩诘经，讲到帝王菩萨。
Let's talk about the Vimalakirti Sutra, about the Indranet Bodhisattva, Brightnet Bodhisattva, beholding no affinity Bodhisattva.
无言光菩萨，这个重点在无言光菩萨。
Key is in the beholding no affinity bodhisattvas. So Indranet bodhisattva may not be clear sometimes by and Brightnet bodhisattva too. So this word net, Indranet and Brightnet.
在这个忉利天宫啊，西弥山顶。
In the Triatrimsa heaven, the three heaven at the peak of Mount Meru, at the center, is called the Triatrimsa heaven, and there's a city called the Xijian city, which is filled with the Indranet, bright pearl, layers upon layers. And it is very luminous, very radiant. In the Saha world, we only have one sun. When the sun is happy, it's really hot. When the sun is unhappy, it will be snowing, freezing, below zero, that you freeze to death. That you freeze to death. So the sun is different. The winter sun is different from the summer sun. When I visit the Southeast Asia, the disciples there told me, we only have 2 seasons here. What are they? One is hot. So, not equal, right? The same in Seattle. Seattle is different. We have 4 seasons. So it's not steady. In heavens, where they have the bright poles of the Indranet, they don't need to rely on the sun. They just rely on that bright poles, and the temperature is steady, very comfortable. That's how it is in the heavenly realms. That's enjoyment. No scorching heat or freezing cold, all of a sudden. None of those. So there are are layers upon layers of bright pearls of the Indranet in Trayatrimsa's heaven. So we don't need any power generators or anything. That when the Indranet was hung, then everything will be fine. So in Sukhavati, we also have the Indranet of bright pearls. So what does it mean, this Indranet Bodhisattva? So it means that the sentient beings that he delivers is very many, just like the poles of the Indranet. Like when we fish, we use a fishing rod, and Grandmaster loves to fish. When I was little, there was a canal in Kaohsiung and a ditch behind Chengqing Lake. It was called Taipei Lake before in Taichung, in Kaohsiung. Behind the bus station, there was like a canal, and in front there's another canal. And I often fish there, which is called Taiya in Taiwanese. I was good at fishing. I would first throw all the tiny insects, and then the fish would come. And then I would place a worm on the hook and then drop it. And when the fish was eating the insect, and they would see the red worm fish hook, and then you could see the bubble sinking a little bit, and then you pull it up. But with net, so this Indranet Bodhisattva would use the net to catch the fish. There would be many fish, and Grandmaster too has caught fish using a net at Penghu, Xiaocijiao. My grandpa came from Fujian, Huanyang, from Huanyang, Fujian province to Jinmen and then to Penghu, and they live at the Xiaocijiao. To catch fish using a net. In low tide, they place a huge net, and as the tide is coming in, the fish would enter into the net, and then when the tide is lowering, then the fish was caught and could not swim out. There were so many fish, and then they just transferred the fish, many of them. And Jesus at the Galileo Sea, and Peter was a fisherman. And Jesus told him, "You didn't catch any fish today, right?" And Jesus said, "It's easy. At this harbor, if you I went into the ocean and still could not get any fish, and now we already returned to the harbor, and you told me that I would be able to catch fish. Are you trying to trick me?" And Jesus said, "Just listen to me and do it." And St. Peter really lowered the net. And when he raised the net, it's filled with fish. So St. Peter believed in him. Jesus was incredible that the net that was lowered caught more fish than in the ocean. So this Indranet Bodhisattva can save sentient beings just once, not like fishing, just one by one or two. So using the net, there would be many beings being salvaged at one shot, and there are layers after layers of net. So this Bodhisattva is very good at salvaging sentient beings. And then what is the bright net Bodhisattva mean? So bright also represents light, also delivering many sentient beings. He uses the light of prajna. In your Dharma practice, the light that you see at first are just dots of prajna lights, and then you see a chain of prajna light. That's Vajra chain. And then you see the Vajra screen. So there are many chains of Vajra, of prajna light, and all together the disciples caught these prajna lights in their photos. So they become like our monitors or televisions, which is like the monitors. They're all dots of the prajna lights that become the Vajra screen. So when you see the Vajra screen, you would be able to see many deities appearing on the screen. And when I was giving Dharma teaching yesterday, there is a disciple from Las Vegas that just took refuge. I just saw it here too. Please tell us. What I saw yesterday, what I saw today are different. Yesterday, when you give Dharma teaching, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are very close to each other, and some sitting next to you. And today, and there's a very bright light behind you. This is took refuge. Yes.
我再补充一下，就是前面你从外面进来的时候，我有看见你身上的光是七彩的，但是你坐在上面。
I saw the light on your body when you walked in. There were.
还没有说好。然后昨天你从就是大殿进来的时候，我有看见。
And yesterday when you walked in, I saw protectors behind you.
还有护法，不只是你一个人。
So you're not just one person, but other beings together with you. So she just took refuge yesterday, and the whole family came here from Las Vegas. They just took. Actually, I'm telling, frankly, I'm telling you all. There are disciples in Singapore that saw me, and disciples in Indonesia, and Miss Lionhead from England could see me in England. And from Singapore, Li Fei. Could you see me in Singapore?
师尊好，师父好，大家好。我在新加坡，可以开着眼睛看见师尊。
I could see Grandmaster with my eyes opened.
那师婆呢？
And the Miss Lionhead.
要不要讲几句话？
You want to say a few words?
我也可以看到师尊修法的时候，或者是
I can also see Grandmaster in my practice or when I visualize you.
那时候就出现。
对，师尊就会下降。
Then Grandmaster will descend.
因为台湾也有，
And also in Taiwan,
也相当的多
who can see me, and many of them.
在西雅图这3年
But I'm in Seattle. I didn't go anywhere.
这3年当中啊，
But in these 3 years, many disciples can see me.
这个就是你有光明身，你自己身中已经有光明。
When your body has,
你以这个光明的身，
when you have luminosity on your body, and you use this luminous body to deliver sentient beings.
看到的时候，
So disciples in many countries can see. So when you gather the net, there would be many disciples taking refuge.
所以我这一次啊，这个回台湾啊，
So this time going back to Taiwan, the schedule is very
在
tight.
台北
Saturday at the Taiwan temple,
全省各地的所有
and Sundays I had to do ceremonies at different temples around Taiwan.
去书展啊，去书
Also have to attend, do the book signing at the book exhibition, and many
这次
more.
回台湾时间真的是很紧，
The time, the schedule is very, very busy.
时间还没有正式的公布，
It's not formally announced
还没
yet,
有正式的公布，但是都会排出来，
but it will all be arranged
一个地方像
so
嘉
that
义
everyone's
这个法华堂
wishes can be
桃
fulfilled.
园啊，
Like 嘉义、法华堂、桃
像
园、
去台北，
皇帝的正 temple and Taipei
今天
at the 小巨蛋，
然后又要到这个高雄大义，
and then go to 大义 in 高雄。
大义礼葬寺，高雄是大义礼葬寺，另外还有这个台北的这个书展。
And the book exhibition in
还有
Taipei
很多，另外台中的
and 台中
那个甘露金色，那个排的，
甘露金
他
色
们排在礼拜天，那让
because it can only be arranged
同门
on Sundays,
就能够一次就
so
能够
people
星期六的
that visit Taiwan, they can attend a ceremony at the Taiwan temple on Saturday. Jules is being arranged by Simu. Although Grandmaster
有
is signing,
有很多，那台北还有这个新春祈福法会，
and at the Taiwan Lichang temple, we also have the spring blessing ceremony.
这个以光明身显现光明身来度化众生，
With the bright body
重重叠叠的光明身。 我是尊
appearing the bright body, and Grandmaster has many Dharma bodies, not just be seen by these two, but many, many, many.
来做一个见证而已。
I just ask the people who are here to give witnesses. So, by the luminous bodies and going all over the world, appearing in front of the disciples, and disseminated and quickly, I can deliver many sentient beings, and this is called the Breakneck Bodhisattva. And the next one is the Beholding No Affinity Bodhisattva. What is this? This is very difficult to explain. You or deliver beings with affinity and cannot those without affinity. But this Bodhisattva is beholding no affinities. What does it mean? Let me simply explain it. There are two kinds of affinities. One is the Dharma affinity. What is Dharma affinity? The affinity with Buddha Dharma. So, in terms of Dharma affinity, every single being has Dharma affinity. Because Sakyamuni Buddha states that every sentient being has Buddha nature. So, each one of them is Buddha nature. It's just that their Buddha nature is enshrouded by their own habitual tendencies and the karmas from all previous lives and by their own attachments. That's why they cannot manifest their own Buddha natures. As soon as you remove the enshroudments inside it, is the Dharma affinity. So in Dharma affinity, there is no others and I or self. There is no such thing as existence and nothingness and good or bad. And this belongs to the Dharma affinity. So we can say that all sentient beings have Buddha nature and all sentient beings are equal without discrimination. No self and others, no existence and nothingness, and no good nor bad. And the second one is the karma affinity. Then in this, there is discernment, discrimination, the heavy karma or light karma, some with a very grave karma. This is called karmic affinity. Then there are differences in this. And this Bodhisattva belongs to the Dharma affinity. So he's called the Beholding No Affinity Bodhisattva. So in his deliverance of sentient beings, it does not matter whether you have done evil or good or neutral, that he would deliver them all. So a Bodhisattva who delivers all of them is called this Beholding No Affinity Bodhisattva. In our givings, we always give parents and children, family, siblings, and then further to our relatives. But this Bodhisattva would give to people that he doesn't even know, and good people and bad people. Doesn't matter what kind of people you are, I would give equally. Then that would be this Beholding No Affinity Bodhisattva. So he uses the mind of equality to deliver sentient beings. If you deliver sentient beings with differentiation, then you're not this bodhisattva, then you're beholding affinity bodhisattva. So therefore, when we give, if your siblings encounter disasters, you would help them, or your relatives, you would help them because they have affinity with you. Or some distant relatives, and they encounter some calamities, or your friends, you would help them. So there is differentiation and there's affinity there. But if people that they don't know, they would think, why would I want to help them? I don't know them. So this bodhisattva only help those who have affinity. But the beholding no affinity bodhisattva would deliver all sentient beings without discrimination and no difference. So this explanation is clear now, right? Oh, it's very strange. Do you know which country? Oh, Turkeys love which country? The answer, Turkey. So the Turkeys love Turkey.